Harihi Om Agnenaya Supataraye Asman Viswani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yuyojyasmad Juhurana Menaha Bhuyishtante Namavuktim Vidhema. Sanatana Dharma 101, Class 6. We are continuing to understand the doctrines of Sanatana Dharma for our better living, healthier living, both physically, mentally, psychologically. So, Veda is edicts of the Deva, edicts of the Brahman. Yasya nisvasito Vedaha. So, when it is like an edict, it's an orderly thing. Ediction, it's an orderly thing, but in some places it does its own thought process, and then wherever it has to, Veda normally preaches to us in a soft manner, like a motherly love. But sometimes mothers do get irritated. It's not because they are not affectionate towards their children, it is because of the affection, and it is also for the well-being of the children. Sometimes parents have to be harsh. That doesn't mean that they are throwing away their children. It's part of healthy upbringing. Likewise, Veda being a mother, Veda being a father, cries. It's not because it is crying just to cry, or it's not because it is crying because it is not having any solutions for us. As a mother, as a father, Veda cries, thinking the situation of us. Oh God, why this person is like this? Why this society is like this? How can we better this society? How can we better this individual? So in a way, Veda prods us, cries for the betterment of us, for the betterment of the society, and tries to lift us. So this is a very important aspect of Veda. Veda is Veda Mata. Veda is Veda Purusha. So Rig Veda gives us a lot of opportunity for us to understand what is the Hridaya, what is the thought process of Veda. Because even though Veda is a word, we have to take that Veda has life, because it is the breath of the Supreme. So it does its own thought process, and then it wants us to avoid three major things. This is very important. So we are seeing how the civilization developed, how people started refining themselves, how people started helping each other, how the society came into existence, how people were living in harmony, and how people were trying to get into recreation, and then Veda comes there and intervenes and says, hey, this is good, this is not good, don't do that. Then the society keeps on developing. When the society keeps on developing, what happens? Internal conflicts, external conflicts. You have to fight certain enemies within you that is caused by your sense organs. And then you have to fight against the enemies, outwardly enemies. So Veda does it. So now that the society has established, progenies are being developed, people are developing, people are making money. We have seen that, how that civilization flourished. Veda says, go and do hard work. If you do hard work, naturally you are going to get some benefit out of it. Right. So, Veda prods. Agnenaya supataraye asman agni. Agram nayati iti agni. This poem comes in Yajurveda, comes in Kathopanishad as well. So, this is widely spread. So, the Veda's beauty is whatever some portions of Veda that are there in Rig Veda do come in Yajurveda, sometimes they get transferred into Upanishads as well. So what is the importance? That stresses the importance. So God is nothing but the one who pushes us, who prods us. Agni. Agni means what we understand. Agni is Jwala. That's okay. That's what physically we see. But Agni means agram nayati, the one that pushes us forward. Nayati mane to push, to steer us in a proper direction. So Agni, agram nayati iti Agni. Agne naya supata. Supata means supanta. Hey Agni, hey God, who steers me in the proper direction, in the good direction, show me right path. So this is an invocation. So in all auspicious, also in Pitru Karma, wherever we are doing any Agni activity, when we are letting Agni to go back to its abode, Upasthan, Yatastan, when we are finishing all the rituals and sending the Agni back to its original place, we bid farewell to Agni using this invocatory song. But more importantly, the meaning is, Hey Agni, you are the one who is steering me in the proper direction. Please take me away from crooked paths. Juhuranam. Juhuranam means crooked, zigzag. Unrighteous path. Enam means sin. Please do not put me into crooked ways. Please do not put me in sinful activities. Please take me in the righteous path. So what we said, Veda mantras have a certain purpose. Why the rishis, why the preceptors picked this mantra which is in Yajurveda Bhag or Kathopanishad and then brought it in our Agni rituals. No matter whatever the reason, whether it is an auspicious ritual or it is an apara karma, funeral, wherever you are invoking Agni, when you have finished that particular kriya or particular activity, you got to send back the devatas to their original place. When you send Agni to the original place, this poem, this rik is used. What we say, Hey Agni, please put me in the righteous path. Do not, and then it emphasizes. So you say that Agni, please put me in the righteous path. Then why you have to reinforce? That is because you are giving more importance that although you put me in the righteous path, my mind should not go into unrighteous activities. So, Juhuranam enam. Enam means sin, unrighteous. Juhurana means crooked. Do not put me in this. So, Veda is always trying its best to elevate us to the next level, to elevate us to the next standard. So Veda cries. So we pray to Veda and Veda thinks all the time, how should I elevate this person? So then it tries, and out of motherly affection, fatherly affection, what it does, sometimes it shows little bit of anger. So that is what we are going to see today. So it is like a sastra. It is a sastra. Sasanati iti sastra. It is going to give order. Some places the orders may sound to us as harsh words. Let it be. The intent is for us to improve. So we are going to see this. Veda's motherly cries. These are hidden gems in Veda. So, in Rig Veda, the 9th canto is very important. The Rig Veda has 10 cantos. The 9th canto is known as Pavamana. Pava means filter. The literal meaning of the word Pava means filter. So, you filter me from all the sins. You filter my mind from all the dirty activities. So it is known as Pavamana, and it gives an example. And so that 9th canto, majority of 9th canto is known as Pavamana Soma. So Soma is a herb. Soma is an important commodity in the yajna. All these are there. But when you understand it in the inner meaning of it, Soma is a personification of the people who are migrating from one place to other place, or who are migrating from one level to another level, who are trying to elevate themselves. So like that, we are using Pavamana as an example, as a model to show like Pavamana is getting refined. It's a stock. It's a herbal stock, so it is hard. So if how to extract juice from the stock? First you put it in English we call it as decartization. So you put it, you soak it in water or in some liquid so that it becomes flexible. Once it becomes flexible, you then grind it through wheels, squeeze it, then you take the decoction. Likewise, human mind gets squeezed, and then it gets squeezed and it gets filtered, and then it gets into an elevated state. Like this hard wood, the soma, like the wood that gets refined by first soaking in water. Then you grind that stock. Then you filter. Assume that you are doing getting the juice out of a sugar cane. It's a hard, dry. Then you squeeze it. Then you filter it. Likewise, mind gets filtered. Human beings get filtered and go to the elevated level. So, soma, pavamana soma is just a model. Now I'm talking in the inner sense of it. Forget the ritual and ritual aspects. That's there. So what is the actual meaning? What is the intent of Veda? This would have been the intent of Veda to show, look at people. You are using this pavamana soma in your ritual to get the juice. How are you getting the juice? First, you wet that stock, you squeeze that stock, then the juice gets filtered, then only you are able to absorb the juice, and then only you are able to feel the actual sweetness of that particular juice. Likewise, a human being has to grind himself. That means he has to experience pain and suffering. Then he comes out refined at that pain and suffering, and he gets filtered, and then he goes into a elevated state. So that is the reason the 9th canto, which all talks about this soma. Soma is a herb. Soma is an example of energy. Indeed, soma is itself the way how people develop in their daily basis, in their annual basis, throughout their life. So 9th canto is known as Pavamana Soma, and the deity which is eulogized mostly in the 9th canto is Pavamana Soma. And if you look at this canto, lot of gems, pearls of wisdom are there. One important gem, wisdom, is Krinvanto Visvam Aryam. 3 words. Krinvanto Visvam Aryam. This is the motto for Arya Samaj, founded by Dayananda Saraswati. Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati, who emphasized the importance of Veda, not just being a ritualistic one, but for refinement, for self-development. So that movement spread, initiated by a scholar, a philosopher called Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati. He created this movement called Arya Samaj. And he and other followers of him are well versed with Veda, understanding the meaning of Veda. So they went into Rigved, 9th canto, and picked up these 3 phrases. Krinvanto Vishwam Aryam. First we pray to Agni, do not put us in sinful path. Then what the Veda says? Go to the yonders, go to different place of the world, different place of the village, whatever it is. Do good. Krinvanto Viswam. Krinva mane kuru. Do. Viswam for the world. Aryam. Aryam means good thing, noble things. Say the purpose of human being is to do good, to do noble service to the entire world. This comes in Rigveda. We should not take the Veda for granted. Krinvanto Viswam Aryam. Aryam means noble. Aryam means superior. Do good things to the entire world. So where does this come? Veda cries and Veda scolds. Veda was crying because Veda saw people are not utilizing the Shastra to do good for the world, to do good for their community, to do good for their society. People were not doing. People were simply using Vedas as part of ritualistic thing. So Veda cried, as a mother cries. Then, as a mother, it starts directing us in the proper direction. So, Indram vardhanto apturaha. So Veda says, okay, you people are doing always ritual. You put ajyam. Ajyam means clarified butter, ghee. You put water. You do all this. You give this oblation. You do this. Bathing. All this you keep on doing. Okay, in this case you are offering it to Indra. Veda says, Indram vardhanto. Vardhanto means grow. So you give this to the deities. Like Indra, you offer things to Indra, so he is growing. Indram vardhanto apturaha. It's fine. But then, you people have become greedy. You are hoarding, you are not giving to people. Abhagnanto aravnaha. This is the way Veda scolds. So what Veda does? Veda asks us to give away three ill thoughts. First and foremost, stinginess. Culling stinginess, culling jealousy, and culling hostility. Veda asks us to do. Veda cries. Veda saw the society. The society was developed. People were not sharing things. One neighbor was jealous of the next door neighbor. When jealousy kicks in, enmity, hostility kicks in. So, the Veda was seeing, so far the society was refining. Then the society was slowly straying away from the moral virtues. Then, as a mother, it starts scolding. In one hymn, in the Pavamana Mandala, as a way of praying to the Soma, Soma is personified as a god, Pavamana Soma, the poet, the rishi, saw this and he starts praying to the society as if Veda is crying and giving us orders. First one, cull stinginess, do not hold, give to people, share. Ekaswadu na bunjita. If there is a mango, right? So mango from India or mango from South America comes. You should not alone eat that mango. If you get the mango, of course it is 90 cents. One mango is 90 cents. It's an expensive fruit. Get it, distribute as much as you can. So Veda tells this, do not be a miser. Do not be a stinger. Aravnaha. Aravnaha means stingy people. Abhagnanto. E Indra, E Pavamana, give me strength to cull these people who are stingy. Veda says this. Normally, Indian doctrine, Indian Shastra does not curse. But seeing the society, Veda Mata cries, oh, this society has to be improved. First and foremost, people have stopped distributing their knowledge. People have stopped distributing the wealth. So, this has to be culled. This ill nature has to be culled. Apagnan. Granti. Granti means literally kill or ward off. You should take it that way. But the literal meaning is in a very strong way. Veda says, Apagnanto. Hey God, give me power to cull this stingy person or stinginess. Aravnaha. Indram vardhanto apthuraha. Apagnanto aravnaha. In a short and sweet meter called Gayatri, Veda, in the 9th canto of Rig Veda, gives first scolding. Aphagnanto aravnaha. This is for stinginess. Then the second bad behavior or bad manner is jealousy. Particularly the jealousy comes from people who are very learned, which we see in faculty. The next, your enemy of a particular professor is his next door faculty. Because if he gets a fellowship in some society, even though this guy may sweet talk and give congratulatory note, but he won't like it. So, the jealousy is among educated people. The jealousy is among powerful people. Bodharaha matsara. Matsara means jealousy. Matsara. Matsara. English. The first bad manners was stinginess. So Veda says cull it. Aphagnanto aravnaha. Second is jealousy. Matsara. Matsaryam. The nature of being jealous is known as matsaryam. So, aphagnantaha matsaraha. So the Veda says in the same hymn, people with jealousy should be removed. The third thing what it says is dveshti. People who are full of hostility, full of enmity. A soma. A God of effulgence, a God of brightness, a God of whiteness, a God of purity, may this society refine itself by way of culling these three bad behavior. Aphagnanto aravnaha, gnanti, kill, cull. So the Veda gives scolding, Veda cries, and Veda scolds. So Veda says, give. Sraddhaya deyam. Give it with wholeheartedness. Give with dedication. Okay, it says give with dedication. Then it puts a qualifier. Asraddhaya adeyam. Please, for heaven's sake, don't give without interest. Put your heart and mind and donate. Sraddhaya deyam. Then it again emphasizes with the second sentence, asraddhaya adeyam. When you add it means negative. Sometimes it is positive, sometimes it is negative. You have to take it contextually. Here you have to take it in the negative sense. Adeyam. Do not give if you are wholeheartedly interested in giving. Asraddha. Asraddha means without interest, without dedication. Sraddhaya adeyam. Asraddhaya adeyam. Then it says sriyadeyam. Give it in bounty. Don't just simply give as a token. Give it in bounty. Earlier in the Rig Veda, Veda scolds people. Gnanti. May he be dead. May a stinger be dead. May a man with jealousy be dead. May a man full of hostility be dead. It scolds. Then it defines how to give. This comes in Yajurveda. There Rig Veda tells this. Then Yajurveda elaborates it. Give it with wholeheartedness. Full of affection, give. Then do not give if you are not interested. Asraddhaya adeyam. Then don't just give handful. Give bounty. Sriya. Sriya mane wealth. Sriya mane bounty. Give plenty. Sriyadeyam. Then when you give, what happens? The person who gives, the hand of the person who gives is on top. The person who is receiving the alms, his arms are down. So you should feel upset that God has made this person to put his arms down. God, why did this happen? So you should be in a way shaken. Biyadeyam. You should be shaken. You should not be proud that you are giving. Rather, you should be shaken that God has given me an opportunity so that my arms are up The person receiving the alms, he has to keep his arm down, below mine. So you should be mindful of that, because that person may take it in a negative way, that his situation has been such that he has been brought down. So biyadeyam. You should be little bit ashamed. Hri means ashamed. You should not have that ego that you are a rich person or you are a knowledgeable person. You should be little bit ashamed. Am I giving enough? Or am I sharing enough knowledge? Or am I withholding something? Hriya. Hri mane ashamed. Shy. Bashfulness. So you should be always bashful while giving. It doesn't say you should be bashful while receiving. He is receiving because of his circumstance. You shouldn't think that you are in a superior position. Things may change. Hriyadeyam. Then out of compassion you should give. Samvidadeyam. Compassion. Empathy. Shraddhayadeyam. Asraddhaya adeyam. Sriyadeyam. Bhiyadeyam. Hriyadeyam. Samvidadeyam. There are 6 ways of giving donation, charity, benevolence. So Veda scolds people who do not do anything of benevolence at all. Then, if somebody has a chance to be benevolent, it tells how to be benevolent. You should not think that God has given you a superior position. You should think that, hey God, give me more opportunity to be of service. Then in the later day, in Bhagavad Sampradaya, in Bhakti Sampradaya, all these complicated things, Aranvaha, Matsaraha, and then enmity, all these complicated things, the Bhakti people, the Bhagavats, what did they say? Jani Janardana Bhava. You see God in human being. Forget all these Rigveda, Yajurveda and all the Shastra. Please consider every human being is a God. And treat that human being as if you are eulogizing God. Jani mane people. Janardana mane God. Jani Janardana Bhava. Consider that human are as if you are going to elevate them as a supreme. Jani Janardana Bhava. So motherly cry, Veda cries, seeing the society going away from its morals. Then it starts scolding as if a mother is scolding. And it first says, give the knowledge, give the wealth, take care of people. Why? Because there is a poet, a great Sanskrit poet called Bhartrhari, a great poet. He brings this in a beautiful poem called Niti Shatak. Shatak means 100. Centum. Shatak equal to centum. Niti mane rule. He writes 100 poems telling the rules. And the first poem, what he says, Bodharaha Matsara Grasta. Educated people are full of jealousy. They don't want to share their knowledge. Then Prabhava, the powerful people are so engrossed in the power and the might, so they always look for meek. Prabhavaha spayadushitaha. They don't respect others. They think these people have nothing to do. So the society was slowly straying away. Educated people forgot the value of their education. They started only keeping the knowledge to themselves. Matsara, because jealousy. I don't want the next door neighbor to be more educated than me. I don't want him to receive an accolade. I don't want him to be a fellow of national academies. So why should I share my knowledge? And then Prabhavaha Smayadushita. Then the people, the strong people did not respect the meek. And then the people who did not care, Abhoddo, the people who did not care, neither they are strong nor they are educated, they are just wandering away. So the knowledge people did not want to share. The strong people who have to protect and help the society did not do it. And the people, the lay one, they didn't care. Abodho pahatascha anye. They were just wandering. Pahata. They didn't care. If this is the case, the knowledge disappears. Jirnam ange subhashitam. Good thoughts, good ideas, new knowledge disappear away. So what Veda says, till this time, Bhartrhari, recent time means few hundred years back, he brings this in a nice way. So spread the knowledge. So the first and foremost edict of Veda, give. Don't be a stinger. If you are a stinger, the God will come and make sure you are nowhere. Previously what we saw, a gambler laments, hey, I lost my mother, I lost my wife, I lost my family. I have become an old nagger of use to none. So the society discarded me. That was a man who is so engrossed in ill habits, unhealthy habits. Now Veda looks at the society. Oh, these people are very knowledgeable. These people are rich. These people are strong. But they are not using those things for positive, for the benefit. Then it starts scolding. In fact, Veda was much considerate and compassionate for a man who is into addiction. Veda did not scold. He himself laments. That's what we said that yesterday, that particular portion. In the 10th mandala about the gambling, it was a monologue. He himself realizes. And he does it as a monologue. Whereas here, when the people had this much opportunity, this much bountiness, this much resource, they were not using it for what they have to be used. So Veda takes the upper hand and starts scolding 3 times. In the same hymn, Veda says, cull the miser, cull the jealous person, cull the person who has hostility. Whereas it doesn't say about a gambler. It says, hey gambler, I'm going to help you. Please don't loiter. Forget your thoughts about addiction and going to a gamble house. Go and put hard work. Veda was steering him with compassion. Whereas in this case of people where so much bountiness is there, God has given them so much, Veda takes an upper hand and then scolds them. In fact, with harsh word. And then it comes back to its original form and says, okay, probably you missed your path. Let me help you. So go give the knowledge. What it says, Ano badhra kratavo yantu vishwataha. Go. Ano badhra kratavo yantu vishwataha. Go. Go around the world. Go around the world. Badra mane good. Mangal, superior. Gather superior knowledge. Ano badra kratavo yantu vishwataha. Go get the information from around the world. Good information. Spread. First is scolded, then it's a mother. Veda is a mother. Mother will scold a son or a daughter. Then the affection kicks in. Then the mother goes to the son and daughter, pats him or her, and then okay, what happened is happened. Now come to some senses. So Veda does that. Ano badra kratavo yantu vish. Ano, go get, bring. Badra, good. Kratavo, deeds. Go get good deeds. Go get good information. Go get knowledgeable information from around the world. And to do that, may the God, may the learned people be with you all. Then it says, don't think that you will only give it to people of United States. You will only give it to people of India. Distribute. universality. What it says, I am Ganana, he belongs to me. He belongs to my creed. He belongs to my Ivy League. Do not think, I am Ganana, I am Neti, he doesn't belong to me. Don't think that group belongs to me. So Baptists should not think Methodists are not good. Baptists and Methodists should work together. Similarly, Advaitins and Visishtadvaitis should work together. Veda says, I am Ganana. Ganana means group. This is the group I belong to. I am Neti. I don't belong to that group. I am Ganana. I am Neti. That is cheap-mindedness, where the Shastra says, Lagu Chetas, mind. It's a cheap mind set. Don't think that you will only belong to this group. You will only help this group. You will share knowledge only with this group. No. That is a cheap-mindedness. I am Ganana. I am Neti. Iti lagu chetasam. Lagu, cheap, small-mindedness. Chetas, mind. Udara charitanam tu. Be a broad-minded person. Udar, broad. 54-inch chest. Udara charitanam tu. Then you think this whole world is an oyster. Vasudha eva kutumbakam. The entire world is one single entity. All have to share limited resources. So take care of the earth, take care of the air, take care of the water, take care of the society. Vasudha eva. Vasudha means world. Eva means one. Kutumbam means family. The whole world is a single family. This is Sanatana Dharma. First it says, Veda gives you knowledge, vidajnane. Then the civilization flourished. Then people started getting small-minded. Veda then thinks, this is not what we are supposed to do. The man has gotten the knowledge, but he is not using it in a proper way. So I should be the mother, I should be the father, I should bring my children into a correct path. So it scolds. It goes to the extent to curse the people. This is stinginess. That should be hated. This is jealousy. That should be hated. This is hostility. That should be hated. That is very relevant today. Why there is a war between two countries? Greediness. I want to get that resource. Jealousy. And then that leads to hostility. See, Veda tells, Veda and every good book would do the same. So, Veda thought about it long time back. And as a mother, out of affection, it takes the upper hand, scolds people, brings them in the correct direction, then doesn't, okay, you wanted me to change. I don't know, tell me the path. Veda gives the path. Okay, first start distributing your knowledge. So go distribute. So it gives an example. The knowledge comes from the teacher. Then the teacher gives that knowledge to his progeny. Here the progeny is pupil. What is the connection between the teacher and the pupil? Knowledge. Acharya Purva Rupam. The knowledge starts from the teacher. Acharya Purva Rupam. Antevas Yuttara Rupam. Antevasi means student, pupil. So that knowledge comes to pupil. Teacher is up, student is down. The cycle continues. Acharya Purva Rupam, Antevas Uttara Rupam. What is the connection? Vidya Sandhi. Vidya means knowledge. Sandhi means connection. So this cycle should keep on rotating, keep on moving. Knowledge should be generated, knowledge should be distributed. So what is the connection between the receiver and the generator? Knowledge. Acharya purva rupam antevasyuttara rupam vidya sandhi. Then what you should do? Spread. Pravachanagum sandhanam. The output is distribution. Pravachan. Distribute. Pravachanagum sandhanam. Beautiful. So, Veda cried because the society was not doing what it is supposed to do. Then it gives useful directions. Then it says distribute the wealth. It said distribute the knowledge. Gain the knowledge from your tutor. Distribute it. Make money. Distribute. How do you distribute? 6 different ways. Give bounty. Give with shyness. Do not give with ego. And then be compassionate. Show empathy. Samvidadeyam. Sraddhaya. Sraddha means dedication. Do with your full heart. Don't do it just for sake of doing. Asraddhaya adeyam. Don't give. But it doesn't ask you not to give if you are not interested. It forces you to give. Then, Sriyadeyam. Give plenty. Like rain, clouds. The Veda gives example of cloud. Like the rain. It gathers the water, vaporizes it, then gives. It doesn't say, I will only give it to 6102. I won't give it to 6104. If it's going to pour in that area, every house will get it. Then Bhiyadeyam. Hriya with bashfulness. Hriyadeyam. And with empathy, with kindness give. So that is what Rama did. When Mother Kaikeyi asked Rama to go to the forest, the first thing before he went to the forest, what did he do? He distributed his entire wealth. And even to the last minute, Valmiki gives this story, an anecdote. There was a very old Brahmin called Trijat. He was the last one to give. Rama gave everything. He had only few cows left. Then Rama says, how much you want? He takes his staff and then whirls it around and throws it. That man, I don't know where he got the power. He was a weak, poor, impoverished Brahmin. But when Rama said, you ask, he takes his staff. Valmiki gives this story. He takes his staff and throws it. So he was standing on the northern boundary of Sarayu river, the tributary of Ganges. Then the staff went, crossed the river and fell on the southern bank. Imagine. These Rama and Trijat were standing in the palace which was on the northern bank of Sarayu. I don't know where he got that much power, strength. That staff fell on the southern bank of Sarayu. Imagine that much distance. Ram says, I will find that many cows. From here to there, that many cows you have. Sriyadeyam. But even when you do not have anything, is an important story in Bhagavat. Krishna had a friend called Sudama. He was very poor. So Sudama's wife says, well, your friend is a great king of Dwaraka. Why don't you go and ask alms? But you can't go to somebody without having anything. So they all had was a little porridge, one handful of porridge. That's all, rice porridge. Dry porridge indeed. So the wife gave that to Sudama. Sudama goes to Dwaraka. He was very shy giving. That is Hriyadayam, an example for Hri. Lord Krishna doesn't need anything. He was the Chakravarti of Dwaraka. But this guy had only handful of dry porridge, rice porridge. He just gave it with shyness. Lord came and embraced him and started shedding tears. Netra Bhindun, Vyasa writes, you saw Lord crying. The cry was as if the water was pouring from the clouds. Netra Bhindun, Lord's eye drops were as if the rain was pouring. The Preeti. Then by this thing was happening, Sudama's house was all studded with diamond and gold. He became the richest man in the village. Hriyadeyam, Sriyadeyam. Then God had compassion. Why? Lord also felt ashamed. Why did I let this happen to my friend? I was not paying attention. I thought I was a great ruler, taking care of everybody. No, I did not take care of Sudama. Empathy. Samvidadeyam. What did we say? Whatever Veda gives in little pass by. Puran comes to rescue. Itihas comes to rescue. You see the connection? In Ramayana. Mahabharata, example is Karna, the elder brother of Panchapandavas. He was known to be a great benefactor. Nobody can match him. He even gave his life. So Krishna knew that when Karna fights with Arjuna, Karna might win. So he took that protective shield and the ring which were given by his father, Surya Devata. This may be a story, but what is the meaning of it? Even you should be prepared to give your life if somebody comes begging. So charity is of that uttermost importance. Be charitable. So Veda cursed and left. Aphagnanto aravnaha. Aravna means miser, stingy. Kill him. Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavat. Plenty of stories have come to explain this importance of giving to people. Rejoice in giving. Abrahamic religion emphasizes this all. Like Sanatana Dharma emphasizes, Abrahamic religion also rejoice in giving. So, Veda cried. Then Veda brought us back to be a person in the society. Then, how does Veda end? Hey people, go united. Sangha Chadvam. This is the last part, the finale of Rig Veda. 1023 hymns. Rig Veda is divided into 10 canto with 1023 hymns. The last hymn, the last paragraph says, people, you have learnt enough. I have taught you much. Take a breather. Go in unison. Sangachatvam. Gacha. Tvam. You go. As Sangha. As group. Talk as if everybody is having the same mind. It's good. Maybe it's a utopia. But at least it is saying. Samvadatvam. Think and do things together. Talk together. Talk with single mind. Sangachatvam, Samvadatvam, Samvo Manamsi. Be in harmony. Janatam, ye people of the world, be in harmony. This is the last paragraph of Rig Veda. Rigved pushes us first. Okay, seek knowledge, seek knowledge, seek knowledge. Agnimi ile purohitam yajnasya devahritvijam hotaram ratnadhatamam. Rigved begins with the word Agni, Agram Nayati iti Agni. Push yourself hard to seek knowledge. While seeking knowledge, after you sought enough knowledge, go make use out of it. Then gather enough wealth, distribute it. Then how does it end? Now that you have done all that, it is time to live in unison. It's time to live in harmony among brothers and sisters, harmony with the environment, harmony with the society. Sangachatvam samvadatvam samvo manamsi, with mind, be happy. Deva, it gives example. So you people have done this. Hey people, daily you are doing. You are giving this oblation to God. You are only throwing one ball of rice. But don't you expect all the God like Indra, Varuna, Agni, Marut, Ashwini, all these people to come and take their share? You are only throwing one ball. Small. Deva Bhagam. But the gods come in harmony. They don't fight. You don't see them fighting in your yard. They come, take the offering. Deva Bhagam Yata Purve Sanyana. Like it is in orderly way the Devas from that heaven come, take their share and go away calmly. They don't fight. Sometimes one may get more. Indra always gets greater share. But Varuna doesn't fight. Varuna is called Raja. Indra is called Samrat. Varuna is also Raja. But Varuna doesn't fight with Indra because this Indra got little bit more. Because Indra always gets Soma, the highest oblation. Okay, but they don't fight. Likewise, be satisfied. Deva bhagam yata purve sanyana, like that, live. Sangachadvam samvadhatvam, vada mane speak, gacha mane go. Samvo manam sijhanatam. You are daily witnessing. Hey man, are you not witnessing in your daily prayer that all the oblations gets distributed in an orderly fashion and every devata comes at your doorstep? They don't come down on the earth, they stand in the amber and take and go. Likewise, live in harmony. So Veda pushes you to seek knowledge. Along the way it guides you. Sometimes it scolds you, very rare. And then it brings you back to be a person, to live in harmony. And he says, Veda Mother says, now that you have gained the knowledge, it's not enough. All that you have gained is only one handful. The Veda is like a mountain. The story between Bharadwaj and Indra, we have seen. But whatever you have learnt, distribute, share, create a society. Veda ends. Live in harmony, speak in unison, distribute, share, be charitable. The same thing Lord Krishna in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. It is called Shraddha, dedication. There he says, don't you even use loud mouth. Don't even raise your voice. Hey Arjun. He says, Anudvekakaram Vakyam. Not Udvek. Don't even talk forcefully. Keep on self-contemplating. Keep on reading. 17th chapter, 15th shloka, if my memory serves correctly. Verify in Gita. Anudvekakaram vakyam satyam priyam itham chayat. So what does Veda says? Samvada, talk nicely. Krishna elaborates in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, don't even raise the voice. Be a soft speaker. But that doesn't mean that you should be a shrewd speaker. Always speak the truth. As long as it doesn't hurt somebody. Anudvekakaram vakyam satyam, truth, priyam. Be compassionate. Talk nicely. So your talk should make the other person happy. Other person comfortable. Anudvekakaram vakyam satyam priyam hitam. It should soothe the other person. If somebody is suffering, they come to you. You should not stir the pot. Rather, you should make the situation, ease the situation. With empathy, you should empathize. Satyam priyam hitam chayat. How do you get this? By seeing, experience, by seeing, by mixing with good people. He says, keep on learning. Swadhyabhyasanam chaiva. Keep on learning, keep on seeking knowledge. This is the power of knowledge, power of speech. Vangmayam. You don't have to do separate tapas. Krishna says, don't do separate tapas. As long as you show empathy and you are relaying the empathy when somebody is suffering, your words become medicine. That itself is a tapas. Chapter 17, 15 sloka. Refer it. Anudvekakaram vakyam satyam priyam hitam chayat swadhyabhyasanam chaiva vangmayam. Vangmayam means anthology. Anthology of knowledge, anthology of words. Vangmayam tapa. This is the greatest penance. Tapa uchyate. So, Veda upabrahmanartam eva itihasa puranam. At least let's listen some Sanskrit. Upabrahmana means elaborately. So, whatever Veda says in a cryptic way, later day works like Itihasa, Purana, Bhagavad Gita, Shastra, Bhakti text. They explain with stories. We have seen the story of Arjuna and Krishna. We have seen the story of Sudama and Krishna. We have seen the story of Karna. Why not Yudhishthira? When he did Rajasuya Yaga, he gifted many. Even Duryodhana used to gift a lot. So, Vangmayam tapavuchyate sahanavavatu sahanau bhunaktu sahaviryam karavavahai tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Veda you can't comprehend. It's like a treasure trove. We are only scratching little bit, not even the surface. Life will go learning bit by bit. So, we have had an opportunity to enjoy a bit and then the class proceeds. Namaste.